Hello and welcome to Design Space Friday with Shirley Ross. And today we are going to work with the Stamp of the Month from Close to My Heart and making a card base. I like to do some simple cards every once in a while, and this one is so simple and easy. We're going to start out with a square, a score line, and a shape. This is a shape from the Close to My Heart Cricut collection. You Are Here. And when we're done, it's going to look like this. So I'm going to slide this over here a little bit. We might bring it back in when I show you how I do this part. The first thing I want to do is ungroup it because we just need the shape. Then we're going to turn it 90 degrees. Right? And then I'm going to make it 2.5 inches tall. Now the stamp set on the carrier sheet, it will show you the size, and the size is going to be 1.5, but I wanted a large opening so that I could actually stamp this on the inside of the card. So I went ahead and made this a little bit larger, as you can see. So we'll move the card base out of the way. We'll move this down here. So the first thing I'm going to do is to change the color of the card base to white to make it easier to see the score line. We are going to size it, and we're going to need to turn off the proportionate, and we're going to make it, it's going to be a 5.5 by 4.25 card when it's done. So it's going to need to be 8.5 by 5.5. And then we're going to place it at the position 1 and 1 because we want to put the score line in. We're going to take the score line, and the score line is going to be placed at 5.25 because remember it's an inch in and 1, and then the length of it is going to be 5.5. So now we have that ready, and now we want to place this piece so we can trim it out. Now we can't use the line to align it in the center because it's going to center it here. So we are going to use our coordinates again, and I want to bring it down about 3/4 of an inch. So that's 1 and 3/4. And then the card base itself is going to be 4.25. So we're going to kind of place it. I think we're going to place it at 6.25. That's a little bit too far over. So let's 6.5, and then we'll just eyeball it over just a little bit more. There, I think that looks good. I'm sure that I could have looked up the eighths and then did it by 1/8 of an inch over, but I think that eyeballed it pretty good. So now we cannot attach the score line until we slice out this piece that we want to take out here. So we need to select this piece and the piece behind it and do a slice. And then that will cut that out. So we'll delete that. We'll delete that. Then we will arrange the card base to the back so that we can catch the score line. I just hold the shift key down and click on the score line, and you can see the score line and the slice are results, which is the card base, are selected, and then we will do the attach, and that's it. Your card is ready. We'll see how close I got to measuring it about the same. Pretty close, pretty close. So this is how you can create your own cutout card bases using the stamps from Close to My Heart. Enjoy.